Hi. I've seen a lot being alive for 75 years. You see a lot of different circumstances evolve over time, experience. Is it wisdom or maturity? That's a whole nother issue. But I've seen a lot of things. One need be careful of this world. Even today, in reading the papers and looking on the internet, there are so many things that we need to be aware of. As much as we are kind and helpful and compassionate and have empathy, one also need be careful. For there are those who have forgotten these virtues and might very well want to take advantage of someone who is virtuous. So I say with all sincerity, be very careful in everything one does, what you do, what I do. And it's two parts. This is in a sense, a warning part. The other part of this exact same thing is an awareness. I'm saying to be wise and careful and have all the virtuosity in the world, but know in the cycle of life, in the cycle of energy, everyone oscillates. Everyone has different backgrounds. Everyone has different morals, virtues. Everyone. And one need be careful of one's own, as well as in observing and making one's own personal decisions about those around them. Everyone. And being alert all the time. I see it, and I'm warning you to be careful. Yes, to aspire for higher goals we share. And to be careful about making assumptions or creating an imaginary or fantastical scenario in one's mind. Life is a pendulum. It keeps evolving. It keeps oscillating. That's what 75 years says to me, which is a good thing. We're here, rising in our individual awareness, somber, humble, appreciative, breathing, comfortable posture, breathing, undisturbed, breathing with one's focus by counting, understanding that your count can change every few moments, every few seconds. An entire breath might take 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Something like this is not very long. You can lengthen it if you want by increasing the numbers, or shorten it if you are becoming uncomfortable. Being aware. You don't have to count it at all, but being aware. I suggest to be playful and count. Be curious and count. Find joy in what you're doing and count. Finding one's foundation by counting your breath mindfully. Starting with a count of 4 on one's inhale, a count of 1 or 2 on one's first pause, and then a count of 5, 6, or 7 on one's exhale, and again 1 or 2 on this subsequent pause at the bottom of your breath. That's a complete breath, a cycle of 4. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. 4-2, 6-2. That's 14 seconds. That's, I think, a normal breath. If it's not for you, then I'm asking you to modify the numbers. If you're playful and you want to be curious and you want to inhale for 6 or 7 or 8, by all means. And pause for 2 or 3 or 4, and then exhale for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, and then pause again for 2, 3, or 4, because you can do it and you're comfortable doing it and you're relaxing to greater and greater extent or degrees and a sense of serenity and calm is enveloping your being, which is our goal, no matter how many counts one makes. It is the end result that is what matters, not in the number of counts. And you know that. Being here now, breathing long and slow on one's inhale, pausing at the top of one's inhale. And I know that my voice is not coinciding with your breath, so do your thing. And pausing for the length that you are comfortable pausing. And exhaling. Longer than your inhale is the idea, because you want to facilitate a relaxing, a calming, a slowing down of the extraneous noises in one's brain. This is what we're doing. Focusing, concentrating, are the beginning of mindful meditation. You have to be mindful. You have to be meditating. At first, you may very well not be. You may be thinking about all the other things going on in your life. Most likely, right? Of course. We are asking ourselves to quiet our minds, to be a blank sheet of paper. We want to find our garden open and ready. We want to not have the weeds. We want to feel ourselves to be fertile, receptive, potentially accepting, realizing what, why, what we're doing, how, by mindfully meditating and learning how to do this. It begins in one's breath. Simple as this. Learning to increase one's focus, one's concentration. Counting one's cycle of breath in its parts, in its initial inhale, pause, exhale, pause. It doesn't get more simple than this. It can be more simple than this. When you have done this enough times that it is second nature, and you're not thinking of the individual parts of the cycle, then there you go. Now it's become one. So don't get caught up in anything other than our sharing these moments and looking to breathe deeply and long and slow and deliciously, peacefully, finding, heightening awareness, dwelling in you, feeling sound, your auditory nerves, your brain, the threshold of creation's energy, finding this in your ears, in your auditory nerve, in your brain. You hear my words, so look beneath them. Finding in one's skin, with or without hair growing out of it. Finding 10,000 places simultaneously, all over your body. Please, as you're breathing and remembering, we are counting in some way, shape, or form. And remembering also, in this inquiry, we are talking about being Homo sapiens, and we oscillate in and out. We're multitaskers. This is evolutionary. This is not just an individual. This is everybody. This is what we do. This is why we're here. This is why our world is like it is today. Yes, in a state of flux, and yes, in a state of technological achievements and marvels and miracles this planet has never seen. We don't want to sell ourselves short, but we want to be honest and authentic in what we are doing. It is why I offer the caveat as I started, to be wise and careful. People oscillate. And you don't want to be trusting and trustful of people who are oscillating in a negative environment. Stay away from them. Be careful. The reason why I'm thinking like this is I just went to my Social Security earnings record, and I see that 3 employers that I had when I was a young man never paid Social Security taxes on my benefit. Anyway, breathing. Where is the wisdom of the 21st century? Still evolving and awakening is our aspiration, our goals for improvement in mankind. It starts with ourselves. So, back to breathing. I just wanted to explain myself so you understand where I'm coming from. Being authentic, content, and peaceful. To begin again, practicing this. This is a game. Be curious about it. If you're not feeling that you are in control of your meditation, finding it difficult focusing and concentration, this is a key tool. It's free. It is you and I that change our lives. Eventually, consistently, self-realization comes from within. Light shines from within. You don't see light bulbs shining from the outside in, taking energy. They exude energy within. It is the same for a human being. Breathing. Remembering that on top of your breath, bringing in one's pulse, bringing in the feeling of your body pulsing with the flow, with the flowing oxygenated blood in your body, in your vascular system. Miracle flowing. Both one's breathing and one's pulsing, and doing them simultaneously. Go back and forth and practice doing them simultaneously. Why? Same reason as before, to quiet the other parts of one's mind. Remembering whom you are. A bundle of miracles, humbled by these realizations of fact. It is the basis and foundation we are seeking to rise like a phoenix into the sky of knowledge. How we can improve ourselves, increase our virtuosity, self-affirming, seeding ourselves, our minds, our capabilities, our directions. This is whom we are. So doing both, breathing, pulsing, feeling one's heat, again, if and when simultaneously. But if not, being understanding and kind. Don't beat up yourself. If you beat up yourself, then you're not kind. Hello? Are angry or disappointed in oneself. You're not being compassionate and having empathy. You're not a sad sack. You are doing the most holy and spiritual work that can be done, which is improve oneself. So these 3 are great, and then add the 4th, which is the result of the first 3. What do they all signify? That one is alive. If one is alive, are we just a sack of flour that's contained by our skin, holds us into shape? No. We're alive. Remember. There is an energetic being inside of oneself. I know, it's like I got a brain and then I got a body, and it oscillates back and forth. Again, awareness oscillates back and forth. Breathing, pulsing, heat emanating, and shimmering vibration. Your body shimmers all day, rising in one's personal awareness is also called self-realization. This is the direction. This is our goal. Feeling one's foundation. When your inquiry is successful and one is contemplating one's being in a heightened state of awareness, simultaneously feeling oneself alive, the whole world begins to be seen as it is, which is glistening with energy. The very air is creating energy everywhere. Just reflect on what I said. Is it or is it not true? Well, we know it's true. Everything depends on there being the radiant energy of our sun. It's energy, photons, that the plants are surviving and that we are surviving on. The energy is everywhere, but you're not ever thinking about it because you take it for granted, like the air. It doesn't exist. It's just there, and you breathe in to a count of 4. You get what I'm saying? Taken for granted is the phrase. And what do we seek? To be aware, to make the moment shine with our awareness of the energy of creation of which we are a part. Finding oneself, one finds everything. We are not isolated. You hear people call oneness. We are a shimmering, ecstatic, the deeper one feels it, universe. The energy is everywhere. In the deepest reaches of space, are not the stars visible? If they are visible, then we've already answered the question. Remembering your majesty, how lucky we are. Namaste.